Hey you all, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about my weight loss journey, how I went from 245 pounds and now 183 pounds. I didn't want to lose a lot of weight and have this loose skin. I want it to be tight. So I started off, at 245 pounds, you all. I was in severe pain. I was in and out of the doctor's office. I was going in and out of the emergency room, trying to figure out what was going on with my body. Why was I feeling numbness, tingling? Anytime I would get up out of the bed, it would feel like my blood was going up and down my legs, up and down my arms. It literally started from here and it went all the way down to my fingertips, and from my waist all the way down to my toes. Numbness, tingling, I felt like I was in excruciating pain all day long. And I was going to the emergency room. They were looking at me like I was crazy. There was times where I felt like I was having a heart attack, you guys. It was really bad because I kept feeling these pains and no one could figure it out. I thought something was going on with me. So I began to have severe anxiety attacks, which turned into panic attacks, to the point where I was going to the hospital, talking to them about my heart, how my heart was beating really fast, and they were looking at me like, what is wrong with you? It was to the point, I think I went back in 2021. I had to have gone at least 4 or 5 times. I went to the rheumatoid arthritis doctor who had a whole conversation with me for an hour, and I really want to give him a shout out. My 5-year-old at the time was there, and he was looking at him and he's like, if you do not make a change, it's gonna affect your child. I can look at you right now and tell you that you don't have rheumatoid arthritis and that you need to lose some weight. So once he said that, I don't know, something about it just put in me that there needed to be a change, especially because I was feeling a lot of pain throughout my body still at that time. And my why was I was tired of feeling tired. I was tired of being in pain. I was tired of feeling like I needed to be bedbound. And if I wasn't, I was in excruciating pain. So I decided to start my workout journey. You all, I just want to tell you that on this journey, it is not a linear thing. There's gonna be ups, there's gonna be downs, there's gonna be times where you're doing amazing, and there's gonna be times where you could possibly be falling off. So my why is I didn't want to be in pain. And I also, of course now you all, I want to look good. So at the end of the day, I want to be back to my pre-baby weight, which was around 165 pounds. So I started working out. You all, I'm gonna insert some videos as I'm talking so you guys can see, my form was off. I mean, I taught myself. I literally watched YouTube videos. There's so many great videos out there that can inspire you. So many videos that can show you what the correct form looks like. And in order to get the correct form, you have to do it. So of course, when you first start, it's not gonna look like, someone who has been doing it for 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 years, right? The more you do it, the better your form gets. But I just practiced on my form. I started off deadlifting, doing split squats. I started off doing, just hip thrusts, and I would use the band and I would do the clams, open and close, because what I knew was, from watching a lot of the videos on YouTube, I didn't want to lose a lot of weight and have this loose skin. I wanted to be tight. I wanted to make sure that, things were intact, things weren't, saggy, and no shade for those that have lost over 100 pounds and have loose skin, because it does happen. I do have loose skin on my stomach because I had 2 children, and also I've lost a significant amount of weight. So yeah, there were so many different things that I did, but my main thing that I focused on was weightlifting, because again, I wanted to build muscle and lose fat. So I started off, you know, losing weight by doing those things, and I set a schedule. The first 6 months I did really well. When fall rolled around, I fell off and I started back up again around the new year. So 2022 hit, I started again. Started my weight loss journey. At that time, I was probably about 212, 215 pounds. So I lost about 25 pounds at that time. So yeah, I started off working out again. I started lifting my weights again. I was really focused. I was eating right. And I had lost some more weight. I think I had got down to about 105 pounds, you all. And the thing about it was, I would hit a plateau and it would totally piss me off. Like, I would be so mad. Like, why can't I get down to 180 pounds? Why am I stuck at 205, between 205 to 210 pounds? It was like, no matter how much I worked out, I couldn't get the weight off, right? Like, I was still that size. So I just began to, you know, I continued to work out. I ate right. And some of the things that I ate were smoothie bowls, fish. I had my rice because I didn't want to stop eating carbs and then start eating carbs again, and then I put the weight back on. So I continued to eat rice. I made salads. I had, you know, asparagus, Brussels sprouts. And one thing I did was I started juicing on a daily basis. That really helped me. I have a lot of videos below talking about juicing. I have some daily vlogs that really focus on juicing and gut health. So yeah, I started eating really healthy. You know, occasionally I would have some snacks. I never stopped drinking, so I would have maybe a glass of wine, 2 glasses of wine on the weekends, or if I went to go see some of my friends, I'm gonna have a glass of wine. I'm gonna have some alcohol, maybe some Casamigos, some tequila, okay? Now, I'm gonna get lit. So I never stopped doing those things, because I know that if I would have stopped and then started up again, I would have gained, my body wouldn't have been used to it, so I would have gained that weight. So I continued up until 2022 fall. Once again, fell off, you all. Fell completely off. Ended back at around like 210. You know, you could see, I could feel it. I was always bloated. I just felt puffy. I was tired all the time. So around 2022, I want to say, after Thanksgiving, I started just going in again. I started working out even more, going to the gym at 5 a.m. And that always kind of was my schedule. You guys, making sure that you set time aside for when you are going to go to the gym. Make a commitment. What does your morning routine look like? I have children. I have 2 jobs. I know that in the morning it's gonna work best for me, because that's my time. That's my time for me. I put me first. Once I'm done with that, then I can deal with the kids, then I can deal with work, then I can deal with the things that I have to do throughout the day. And I already know that I got my workout, you know, out of the way, which for me is one of the most important things, because not only is it helping me with my weight loss goals, it's helping me with my tingling and numbness, it's helping me with my mental. So for me, that is self-care. And that's one of the things that you need to do on this journey. What is your why? Are you taking care of yourself? Are you putting yourself first? Are you being selfish? It's okay to be selfish for you when you have a goal in mind and you need to, you know, focus on that and complete that. It's okay to do that, no matter what anyone tells you, because if you're not here to take care of yourself, if you're not here, you know, putting yourself first before your husband, before your mother, before your father, before your siblings, before your children, before your dog. Who's gonna do it? You're the only person that can take care of yourself. No one else is responsible for taking care of you. So that's what I had to tell myself, right? The same way I'm saying this to you guys, I'm telling myself this. I'm talking to myself, you know, in the mirror. I journal, right? Figuring out how you can get what's up here out of here. For me, I put it on a piece of paper. For me, I, you know, documented my journey the entire time by posting on Instagram, by posting on YouTube, letting you guys know what I'm doing. That holds me accountable because we all need that. So around the end of 2022, Christmas time, I told myself, like, all right, I'm gonna enjoy Christmas. I'm still gonna work out. But once the first hits, I'm just like, there's no playing, no games, right? Like, still keep in mind that I drink occasionally. I'm still enjoying certain foods, but for the most part, I'm juicing daily, every single morning after my workout. My post-workout meal in the first half of 2023 was a turkey bacon at that, because I don't eat pork, but turkey bacon, eggs with cheese on bread. But I would do a protein bread or a protein wrap, and that would be my breakfast. My juices consist always of ginger, which helps inflammation, turmeric, which helps inflammation, pineapples, and for a long time, you guys, I was on like a watermelon kick. So I would do watermelon, lemon, ginger, turmeric. Maybe sometimes I may throw a cucumber in there, depending on how I'm feeling, and that literally was my morning juice. I also would do celery. I would do, like, if I had the coins, y'all, because y'all know, listen, fruit, those exotic fruits and vegetables can be very expensive. So sometimes I would just opt for what I knew. Grapefruits are really good for burning belly fat. Watermelon's very, you know, it has a lot of water in it, so it's gonna hydrate you. What else? Ginger, again, like I told you guys, inflammation, and turmeric, inflammation. I wanted everything that I could get to go into this gut and help any kind of inflammation that I had going on in my stomach. I do have gut health issues because when I was younger, a lot of what I did to escape trauma was by eating. I chose food. That was my food of choice. I mean, I should say that was my drug at the time, or my way of escaping, was to just eat. I mean, I would sit and eat about, you know, 10 bags of the 25-cent bags of Doritos or the 25-cent bags of chips. Listen, I was born in the 80s, y'all. It was a time where I could take $5, go into the corner store and buy a bunch of junk food. I mean, Chico sticks. If you don't know about them Chico sticks, stay away from them. That's good for you. But I used to tear Chico sticks up. I used to just eat a bunch of chips. That was my thing. I wasn't really big on sugar, but chips I was really big on. And I would binge eat. I would sit and eat it all as fast as I could, and then I would feel sick after. And I would just continue this process up until even, like, I want to say the last time I binge ate, it had to be, it's been a while now. I can't really pinpoint, but I've been doing a lot better. I'm more conscious of the way that I'm eating and how I'm feeling, a mind to stomach connection. Just like you know, when you're working out, you have a mind to muscle connection. So, you know, all year I worked out, and, you know, I would see the weight coming off. And sometimes, you know, our minds plays tricks on us. We can look in the mirror and be like, oh my God, I still look the same, right? Like, I know for me, I could look in the mirror today and say, oh my God, I'm still big. Like, I don't feel good. I don't like the way that I look. But then I have to remind myself, like, Sherelle, you was in a size 18, almost a size 20 at one point. I had a pair of size 20 jeans, you all. That's where I was at. I'm now in a size 9, non-stretch jeans. I'm in a size 9, non-stretch fashion over jeans. So I have come a very long way. And I have to remind myself, no, you're not where you want to be. Be happy with where you're at now. The reason why I started was because I was having a lot of pain, a lot of issues with numbness and tingling. I no longer deal with that. I no longer have numbness. I no longer have tingling. And it's because I lost the weight. I was big. My body wasn't used to having all this weight on me. From choosing to start this journey, right? I've been on this journey since 2021. It's been 2.5 years since I've started my journey. The things that I've learned on my journey are, it's going to take time. I know for me, I would see those videos, how do you lose weight in 7 days? How do you lose weight in a month? How do you lose 30 pounds in 2 months, right? Yes, there are people that do and that keep it off, but that's not the majority. You have to remember, the longer it takes you to get it off, the more likely you are to keep it off. And that is a fact. And I know that, like, that is a fact, a proven fact for Sherelle, for myself. So I'm going to take my time. This is a marathon. This is not a race. I'm not racing against anyone else. It's all about how I feel when I wake up. It's all about, you know, why I'm doing this. Yes, y'all, I want to look good. I want to be a bad chick too. You know, what is a bad chick, right? A bad chick is whatever we, you know, view a bad chick as. And yes, I feel like I am bad. I'm bad because I get up every day and I choose to work out. I choose to eat right. I choose to take care of my mind, body, and my soul by going to therapy, by eating right? Because what we ingest really does impact how we show up on a daily basis. It impacts our energy level. It impacts our mood. So really being mindful of how, you know, you are moving and what you're ingesting, and oh my God, if I eat this cookie, how am I gonna feel? Right? I have gut issues. I can eat a lot of fruit and vegetables and be gassy and bloated. I can eat a lot of things that are really bad for me and be gassy and bloated and in pain. I choose to eat, you know, fruits and vegetables in moderation. I choose to eat rice in moderation, chicken in moderation, fish and seafood in moderation. Sometimes I can go 3-4 weeks without having any meat because I say, you know what, Sherelle, you know, I'm paying attention to my body. Okay, it's time to kind of pull back from some of those things that, you know, you may need a detox from, right? Because they may have hormones or things inside that is causing my body to, you know, feel like I need a reset. And a reset's fine, right? I may not be a vegan or plant. I don't even like, listen, I'm not even going to say vegan because vegan stuff is terrible too. I'm going to say plant-based. I can be plant-based as long as I want to, but I don't feel like I need to be plant-based the rest of my life. I'm not putting myself in a box. I'm doing what I feel like is best for my body day by day. So it could be like, you know what, today's Saturday, tomorrow's Sunday. I want to do a 7-day cleanse. Which I have on my channel, you all. Go check that video out, a 7-day cleanse. I talk about how, you know, on a day-to-day basis, what it feels like, how I'm feeling, you know, how even spiritually, there's a cleanse that's happening. Yeah, so go check that video out. You're gonna get something great from it. Another podcast that really helped me out on this journey is Mind Pump. If you haven't seen Mind Pump, go check those videos out because they help me from a scientific lens, and also they've been in this game for a very long time on how to build muscle, what's the right way to do it, and there's so many other YouTubers that I respect that help me along the way, and you know, I give them their props. And I really appreciate all the content that they put out because when I was trying to figure out what was going to work best for me, I took bits and pieces of what they had said, what they were doing, and I made it into my own. I'm not no one else. This is Sherelle's body. This is what's going to work for me. You do what's best for your body. So today, currently, what I'm doing is focusing on gut health, mental health, and physical health. I just recently went to the doctors. My body is in great position right now. I don't have any health problems. I don't have diabetes. I don't have nothing. And I'm truly grateful to God for keeping me, because it's only by His grace that I was able to get up and start moving my body and taking action before any disease was able to come on me and take over me. So I'm grateful for that. Today, my workouts look a little different. I'm in there, I'm doing more cardio now. I'm doing a little bit less of strength training, but I still incorporate strength training for about 35 to 45 minutes a day, and then I'll do about 40 minutes of cardio. So that's how my fitness routine has changed. Before, it was all weightlifting. And then I realized, okay, Cheryl, you need to start incorporating some cardio for your heart health. So I love doing my cardio. Normally, I do the Stairmaster or I do the elliptical for some cardio, which, man, when I tell you, when I get on that Stairmaster and I put that music on or I put a podcast on, there's nothing stopping me, because in my mind, I'm pushing myself. Remember, this is a mental battle. This mentally, I'm trying to tell you, all right, you did enough. That's what the mental will say. 20 minutes and get tired. You did enough. You're done. That was good enough, right? No, I'm going to keep going. No, I didn't do enough. I told myself I have a goal, and I told myself I was going to do 40 minutes of the Stairmaster, and I want to get to the point where I can do 40 minutes. I'm going to lift weights for 40 minutes. I'm not letting nothing or anyone stop me from doing that. So when you go in with that kind of mindset, you're going to continue. Every day that you show up, it's going to just be part of your lifestyle. That to the point when you don't do it, you feel off. When I don't work out, I'm like, oh my God, I didn't work out, because I don't feel the same when I do work out. Don't get me wrong though. Let me tell y'all, you need to take breaks too. It's important for your body to recover. When you're resting, when you're not working out, when you take that day or 2 days off, your body can recover. That's when the muscles can repair itself. That's when rest is when the muscles can repair itself. That's when you're going to see the most gains. Resting is when you're going to see the numbers continue to fall. And even sometimes you may not even see the numbers fall, but you might put on a pair of jeans that you weren't able to fit a month ago or 2 months ago, and they now fit you. So remember, how do you feel? That's how I'm able to measure where I'm at. How do I feel? How are my clothes fitting, right? Those jeans that I couldn't fit, can I fit them now? I wore a pair of jeans. I went on a work trip over about 3 days ago, and I was out there for 3 days, and I had a pair of jeans that I couldn't fit. I was able to wear those jeans on my work trip, and I felt amazing because I was able to. So remember to focus on how do you feel, what are you looking like when you're putting your clothes on. Also, take pictures, take tons of progress pictures. What I encourage you guys to do is, if you have a social media page, and if you don't, I encourage you to get one, just to hold yourself accountable, to take those pictures, so then that way you can compare what your pictures look like, 2 months ago versus what you look like today, right? Do those side by sides, because that's how you're going to be able to see it. Our minds aren't able sometimes to pick up the fact that we've lost that weight, right? We may hear it from our friends or our loved ones. Oh my God, girl, you look good. Wow, you slimming down. Dang, you look good. I'm like, oh my God, really? But when I compare the pictures, I'm like, yo, I lost weight. Ain't no way I ain't lose no weight. I lost me some weight. So again, it just helps you. It just helps with where you're at. It helps you see how far you've come. So for me, again, like I said, social media has played a big part in my journey as well. And people actually look at my social media, right? Like, I get 50 views. Those 50 people are inspired. You're inspiring someone else. You're giving back. We all need someone. We all need something, right? I am a human. I'm a real body, right? And when I say a real body, no shade to those that have had work done, because I'm almost thinking about getting a tummy tuck myself. But I am a natural body. I've had 2 kids. My breasts don't sit up the way that I would like them to sit up. My stomach looks like a raisin sometimes. I have stretch marks. I have varicose veins. I have cellulite. But I've realized this is who I am. It is what it is. And I've learned to love who I am. I've learned to love the way that I look. I've learned to love the way that I show up in this world. And that it's okay that I have all these things, right? I can't get caught up in what someone looks like on social media, because there's so many different filters. There's so many different apps where you can edit, right? You can make your waist look smaller and your hips look bigger. I don't do that when I post, because I want the people that follow me to know that you can have a natural body and you're beautiful, right? You're beautiful with your natural body. My behind may not sit all the way up to my ears. That is okay. My booty may drop and fall. It's all right. I'm human just like everybody else. But I want you guys to know, whatever shape you may have, work with what you have. I don't have a tiny waist. I've always wanted, tiny waist with a big booty, right? I got the butt, but I got hip dips. Oh, I hate hip dips. Why I got hip dips? I learned on this journey to accept myself for where I'm at. Love myself with my hip dips, right? I got hip dips. It is what it is. That's how God made me. I can't get rid of the hip dips. So I'm going to keep them. And my hip dips, it makes me look natural, and I am natural. So it makes me even look more natural. And my waist is wide. I have a wide waist. It is what it is. My waist isn't teeny tiny with these rounded hips. Women that have that are beautiful. And I'm beautiful too. It doesn't take away from my beauty. So I had to learn that, right? And to stop nitpicking at everything. All my titties, they sit low. I'm not wearing bra. I'm okay with the way they sit. And they not up to here. I'm also not 16 anymore. I'm 37. So my body isn't going to look the way that it did when I was 16. And I'm okay with that. So I say that to you all so you all can be okay with wherever you're at in your journey. Love yourself. Love the process. Learn, discipline, right? This journey has taught me discipline. It has taught me to love myself. It has taught me how to nourish myself from the inside out. How to take care of my mental, right? Meditation, therapy every single week. Taking time off of work if I need to. Just showing up for myself. Going to bed at night at a reasonable time so I'm able to get up and go to the gym in the morning. Don't get me wrong. There's been times where I wasn't able to sleep. And what I did was, I may have went to the gym later in the day, or I chose to take that day off because it was what I needed. Do what you need to do for you. It's okay. Take care of yourself. Thank you all so much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys later. Bye.